Hello, Fabulous Leo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of February 2014, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month proves to be one of the standout moments really for the entire year. Now, last month I talked to you about using that time very well, that while the energy would look very quiet on the surface, that would shift, and it really was a time to get right with you in your own spirit and in your own psyche as well. Well, this month, all that work that you did last month really starts to come together for a few reasons. One is, and the really big sort of standout moment of the month takes place right in the middle of the month, and that is a full moon in your sign. Now, you normally only get one of these a year. You've got this full moon in your sign, and also speaking with the planet of responsibility, planet of duty, Saturn. And you put these together, and it does suggest a time when some very important truths are coming to the surface. You're looking at what your own expectations have been in terms of love and really in terms of every area of life. And as you are allowing yourself to be illuminated, you reach an important decision. Now, it does look like the decision might not necessarily be easy, but it is nonetheless very important to you. So let me take this a little bit further back. With full moons, it tends to represent a time when we are really, especially a full moon happening in your own sign, represents a time when matters of your heart, matters deeply personal, really come to the surface. Now, remember, you are ending this month, as I spoke of in the last month's series of videos. You are ending last month, the month of January, with a new moon in your opposite sign. And that tends to denote a focus on other people. And you add to this the fact that you're starting the month with this energy where you're focused on another, you're focused on love. Usually this involves lessons in love, sometimes with somebody new, sometimes with just an attraction, and sometimes within an established bond as well. But love tends to kick up a lot of emotions. And it also is said that love is blind. And so sometimes in love, we can see things that maybe are colored by our own hopes. But then the full moon comes along, and this really becomes an important time for you to really get right and honest with yourself about just what it is that you care about, what it is that you have invested your love in. And this can apply certainly to a relationship, but it also can have a much more all-encompassing effect to many other areas of life. But regardless of what it is that's illuminated for you, ultimately this is a full moon taking place, speaking with planet of responsibility and planet of hard truth, Saturn. And that suggests to me that whatever truth that it is that comes forward, and regardless of if you're one of the people who's able to really flow with it and be okay with it, or one of those people who finds this truth particularly more challenging to look at, regardless of what it is for you, it does look like once this truth does come up, you actually are able to translate that information into greater stability for yourself, and especially in relation to the home front. In fact, I do think you are going to find, as you have been for the last little while, that your home continues to be a very important sanctuary that deserves your attention, and that space that you spend there is actually facilitating some very important growth for you. And this, of course, is going to continue, but just now it adds another layer, and it is the home space that provides you with a deeper sense of support and a deeper sense that what is shifting and what is coming forward, what is culminating, and the closures that are being asked to make are right and good for this time of your life. Embrace the truth. Always, always embrace the truth, because it is truth that provides the essential keys to freedom. And I also promise you this: you embrace the truth now. For some of you, as I said, it's going to be a really easy process. For some of you, maybe not so easy. Regardless, you embrace that truth. Not only is there a promise of greater freedom on the other side, but there's also the promise of a greater sense of love in every area of your life. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.